So here's Houghton Lee's chipping. Just inefficient really. He's only hitting it to this pin here, and he takes this really long shut backswing which changes course. It comes over the top, and you can see as it comes over the top with a shut face, now he's got to kind of get up and out of it. You know, he's running the risk here of the two deadly sins there, where the handle's leading and the shaft's got a lot of lean in it. Those two things create the club bottoming out a little early. You know, he hits a good little chip here, but obviously there's going to be no speed and no spin, and how he hits it is going to depend on what sort of lie he's got. So when he gets a tighter lie to a tighter pin, that thing won't work quite as well. So we talked about just trying to, you know, make it much more efficient really. So we talked about the handle not travelling as far. You can see there's two shafts there in the ground, two alignment poles, and we talked about using the wrists more, rotating the wrists a little more aggressively, and then using the shaft more. So really trying to get some speed out of the wrist. So he's hitting this the same distance. You can see much shorter. Right arm of the shaft look on a better plane. There's no over the top. And then he creates the speed with his right wrist on the way through and down there. So he creates a similar length shot, but with a lot less moving parts and a lot less variables. If we look from the front, same sort of thing, just the handle moves less. So better setup, not as much lean in the handle, not as much weight on his forward foot. Then using his wrists on the way back, and then more importantly using his wrists on the way through. So trying to get the handle to not travel very far. It's only going from his right leg to here, and these are only 2 minutes apart. Only going from there to there. Whereas his old one, the handle would travel so far for the same length shot. So just trying to keep the handle stiller, trying to get the wrist to move a little better to reduce the lean in the handle and reduce the lean in the shaft, which are the two killers of chipping.